3CR with Boxing Chat Paul Nasari, and we have Nathan Swadling on the other end of this line. Good morning, my man.
Good morning, Mr. Paulie Nasari. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, mate. You got a lot of things happening in your boxing gym, haven't you?
Yeah, mate. We're in the new gym now. We're hit our second year, so we've got some juniors coming through, some sub-juniors coming through to take over to other states, and got a good little stable of amateurs, and yeah, we've got a few pros in there now as well. So it's pretty exciting times for us.
It sure is. Now, talking about pros, you've got, I've lost count. How many have you got on my show on the 27th of March?
So I've got 3 that I train and 8 that I manage.
Okay.
So 8 all up, yeah.
8 all up on the show. Do you want to go through the card?
Yeah, start for the first one. Yeah, we go with Jess Adams and Laura Woods.
Yeah, Jess Adams and Laura Woods from New Zealand. Tell me about it.
Mate, we don't know much about Laura Woods. We've seen a little bit of footage on her when she fought Ebony Bridges.
Yep.
And she looks like a come-forward style fighter. Jess Adams is making her pro debut. She won a New South Wales state title in the amateurs last year and then ended up going away to the Australian titles and collecting a silver medal.
Yeah.
So she's a tall girl, mate. She's been training really, really hard. She's trained by Stewie Gowans out at Cameron Park.
Yeah.
And that'll be a good fight.
Mate, yeah. Moving along, we got next up on there. We got Amber Wright.
Yeah, Amber Wright, mate. She's last year was a really, really strong year for Amber. She won 4 state titles in 4 different weight divisions. I think she won 3 last year, actually. Sorry, and then another couple other titles there, regional titles. Then she went away to the Australian titles and fought her way through to win the gold or the gold medal in the Aussies.
I was there.
Yeah, so she's got a lot, mate. She'll fight anybody. She's obviously this is her first fight, and we've matched her with a girl called Ellie Bliss Reynolds, who actually fights tonight, Paul.
Yeah, she does.
New Zealand.
Yeah, fingers crossed she pulls through.
So it's quite interesting, this one, because Amber's main sparring partner for this camp has been Bianca Elmire, and also Ellie Bliss Reynolds' main sparring partner has been Shannon O'Connell. And we both know what happened with Bianca Elmire, Shannon O'Connell, so it's funny how things go. But, mate, we're ready. Ellie's going to be a strong girl. We know that she's strong. But, all we can do is make sure that Amber's ready, and so far camp's been great.
Okay, now I was going to leave Bianca till last, but you brought her up. Women's World Featherweight WBF title. Me and Grant Lee Keezer were just talking about it. Tell me about Bianca's training, who she's been sparring.
Mate, well, Bianca's been, she's lucky. She had the girls down at Yamina that have just gone away to Jordan for the Olympic trials. So she's done a lot of rounds with girls like Kay Scott, Anya Stridesman. They're incredible for her to work with. She's done a bit of work with Sky Nicholson up in Canberra, which has been really valuable to her because, Lorinda Webb's a southpaw too, see? So having them rounds with Sky obviously helps everybody else that she's been sparring as an orthodox fighter. But yeah, she, as I said, her main sparring for this camp has been with Amber. They jump in and go head to head, and they work really well, and they've got a really good bond between them. So sometimes they'll do drills and things. But mate, Bianca's one of the best female fighters in the country. She's so talented.
I agree.
It's a shame. I was obviously unbiased, but I watched that fight that she lost on the Grant Lee Keezer was just talking about. It was a very, very tough call, but it happened, and she's jumped back in the ring. She's had 2 wins since then, and I think she really deserves this shot.
What a great fight it's going to be. Lorinda Webb from Melbourne's taking on Bianca Elmire from Canberra at Club Punch Bowl on the 27th of March. It's over 10-2s, and that's for the Australian, it's for the women's WBF Women's World Featherweight title. Okay, Tommy Smith, he's another one on your card.
Yeah, Tommy Smith's one. Yep. So Tommy Smith's a good boy. He's had about 55 amateur fights. I think he won 3 Australian titles in amongst them. Mate, he's a strong fighter, a little bit unorthodox. And we also, he's matched up against Shant Necessia from up the North Coast.
Yeah.
Mate, both boys have been around boxing, the majority of their lives. Shant's a strong fighter. He come back and had his first fight. He jumped straight in with Jake Snowden, midway through last year, which was a tough first fight for him. But since then, he's had 2 fights with Jeff King, and you can see he's getting better and better with every fight. So that's going to be a cracker.
Okay, Dan Murray, he impresses me, this guy, Dan Murray. He's, I've never seen a fighter so tunnel vision. He's really got his eye on the prize, hasn't he?
There's Dan Murray's in a circle of his own. You know, the way that he fought the other day. It was unfortunate because Robbie Porter, he fought on the Steve Mannix show, and Robbie Porter had actually had to, in the first round, I think it was the first 20 seconds or something, Dan knocked him down, and when he went down, he sort of twisted his leg and he tore his calf muscle, and I think he might have ruptured his Achilles tendon as well. So it was unfortunate that it ended like that. But mate, from the minute that Dan walks into the room, he's just eyes on his opponent, you know. He does, literally, it was like the old Mike Tyson style, you know. And he's a very, very fast and very strong fighter.
Okay, you got the Zach you got the Cotton brothers, Zach and Ryan. Have gloves will travel from Grafton. Find anybody, these guys, won't they?
Oh, Paul, you know them as good as anybody. Like these guys need a manager and somebody to say no, you know, because they will. They'll literally jump in the ring with Lennox Lewis if they have the opportunity to. Mate, they're great boys. I've said this before, you know, they're such a treasure for any promoter to put on their show. They're the kind of guys that at the end of the night, they'll turn around and ask the ring guys if they need a hand packing it up, you know.
Jeez, you said it. They've done that at my show,
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan's going really well. He's just coming off a win. He beat Dylan Pajero last weekend on the Mannix show. And Zach Cotton, he's been out since last year, but he's really excited about fighting Jeremiah Jaber. So I think they're both fighting Tony Delvecchio's boys, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. Zach Cotton's fighting Jeremiah Jaber, like you said, and Ryan Cotton's got Pablo Correa. That's a rematch. They had a draw not even a year ago, and both of them are out to avenge that draw, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, they are.
We tried to make that into a state title, but they've got to get a few more bouts under their belt, and they're away.
Yeah, good stuff. That's good.
Okay, Nathan, we've been through it. Now, can I ask you, what got you into boxing all them years ago, mate? You're doing a great job. You had a few amateurs.
Yeah, mate. I just sort of, my father got me into boxing when I was a young fella. My family's always been, you know, involved in boxing, so cousins and uncles and all that sort of thing. My father's father was a boxer, so it was sort of in the blood a little bit. And then, you know, I had my first fight from the time when I first turned 14 years old, and I don't know, mate, it's just one of those things, you know, like with people, sometimes it's hard to leave boxing. You know, I just always sort of stepped away from it as a late teen and then moved out to a little place called Condobolin, and a young fella's mum came up to me and said that her son's getting a hard time and would I do a bit of training. So that led to opening up at a boxing gym out there, the first one that had been opened in Condobolin in 40 years, and we ended up running 8 fight nights out there, and you know, so just sort of, and just haven't been able to step away from it, mate. If I haven't been able to step away now, I'm nearly 40. I don't know what the chances.
Well, you're looking good for 40 now. Back in the day, who trained you, mate? I think you told me you had 28 amateur fights.
Yeah, 28 amateur fights, mate. When I was a young fella, I started off with Neville Short up in Newcastle.
There's a name, Neville Short.
Yeah, and then we sort of moved around. Our family was a bit like gypsies, you know. My old man was a publican, so he moved around and was managing pubs, and we'd sort of go from town to town and town hop. I was out at Hawk's Nest for a while, and then moved out to Condobolin and trained under Jake Kenny for a little while in Orange. And,
okay, Jake Kenny, there's another name. Now, you don't look like a gypsy. Keep going. I'm liking this.
Did a little fight camp, a couple of fight camps with Mark Jansen when I was out in Condobolin. But, mate, a lot of the time, too, like when I was out in Condobolin, I was sort of self-trained, you know. There was no one out there doing boxing, so I started getting the guys into it and then thought, well, you know, you're best off leading by example. So you start sparring with them and you tell yourself that you're feeling good. So, yeah, mate, that's sort of how it's all come about.
Yeah.
But now I'm sort of lucky. I've got a good coach in the gym now with Warren Tressida, who's been around boxing as well for a long time. He's fantastic with but not just the amateurs, but with the pros as well. So I feel like we've got a really strong little connection in box camp at the moment, and yeah, things are looking good.
That's good. Do you want to give your gym a plug, mate? You do classes and boxing lessons and whatever. You give it a go.
Mate, when we first opened up, obviously we had to be financial, so that we were doing things like boot camps and all that, but we've finally got to the stage where we can focus on the love, and that's just, we train boxers now, so they come in from the time they're 6, 7 years of age. We've got a number of young really good kids that we're going to take over to Tasmania or up Queensland that are under the 14 years of age bracket this year, and get them a couple little fights, you know. And then we've got a good stable of amateurs. We've got a really strong network of promoters up here in Newcastle, so there's always regular shows. And mate, and we've got some really good amateurs coming on that are looking to turn pro, and we've got a few that have just turned pro. So it's I really appreciate the opportunity to let us get on and talk about this, Paul. So you're doing a fantastic job. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks, mate. And talking about amateurs, City versus Country on the 14th of March, 2 weeks today. You've got a few guys in that. I'm doing one at the Arena Sports Club. Yeah,
I think we've got 6 that have matched up for us on that show.
I can't keep track of your guys, mate. There's so many of them.
How many fights is on that City versus Country?
Mate, well, what I got now, you always halve it, mate. So there's about 35 fights matched up, but come fight time, they'll be half of that. Now, I've got about 25 City versus Country. I'll go through the fight card before the show finishes, because I know a lot of the guys want to hear their name read out. But it's going to be a great one. We'll pick a New South Wales state of origin team out of this, and Brendan Smith does a City versus Country on the same night. Big Herman Purcell's headlining that one, but he'll have all the City Country on it. And they pick a state of origin side, we pick one, and this time they're coming down here. And we're going to roll. We've got
to keep blokes like you in the game, you know, like that. It just adds so much strength to Australian boxing. You know, it's easy to look at the pros, and it's fantastic to look at the pros. But realistically, you know, if we didn't have amateur boxing, then we'd have no one to turn pro. So guys like yourself and that are also spending so much time on the amateurs, it's a real credit to you.
Yeah, well, we've got to thank Paul Smithson. He comes up with these ideas. We'll be just sitting there having a coffee, and Paul Smithson will go, well, why don't we do this? I go, okay, let's run with that. But we're a bit of a team, and, mate, I love the amateurs. People will think I'm mad, but it all stems back to being a fighter yourself, I suppose, doesn't it, Nathan? When you're a kid fighting amateur, that's what does it for me. I've been an amateur fighter, I've been a pro fighter, so I know where I'm coming from, if you know what I mean.
I'll tell you this, I know my time's running out. I'll just tell you this real quick. One of the best parts about having a boxing gym with so many young kids coming through, they come into the gym and the real reward is watching the young kids look up at the pros when they're in their training, and the better amateurs, you know, and the stronger amateurs, because you can just see the kids, it inspires them, they look up and that's who they want to be, you know.
And it reminds you of yourself, doesn't it, back in the day when you were a kid training, because we both were, and I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, you want to meet them, don't you? Like, if you get the opportunity, and that's a good story for the pros too. If you see them young kids around and they walk up and, you know, it might, even if you've had a loss or something, just to give them that 5 seconds, they'll remember it for a lifetime.
Mate, I started off at Belmore PCYC in 85. I was with a little trainer called George Azule. Mate, I didn't know who these guys were, but there was a guy there called Pat Leclerc. There was Joe Knight, there was Adam Gray, and I go, well, look at these guys. He used to jump in and spar them. I hadn't even had a fight. Don't ask me how it went, but, mate, I looked up to these guys. There's just a memory there, right there. You know?
Absolutely. You'll hold that memory forever.
And your time's not running out, Nathan. I could have you on all day, mate. No, you'll have to get off soon. I've got to fit one more in.
No worries, mate. Thank you for the time you give me anyway.
Thanks a lot, Nathan. Anything else before you go? Want to give a shout-out to anybody?
Mate, you know, no, I just think that, you know, all the people that are keeping the sport strong, you know, like all of the trainers out there, you know, you say you stick in you've been in the fight game a long time, and I always say, like, I don't think I'll ever be able to leave, but part of that is, you know, we're going to a fight night tonight up at Raven Terrace, and Peter Hallett's got to show up there, and, you know, you get up there and you see all the trainers, you see all the fighters and the promoters, and you know, why would you want to get out of it? It's like a bloody reunion every time you go away to a show. So
sure is.
It is. It's great. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Nathan Swadling, for coming on Radio 2B ACR.
Thanks, Paul. Take care, mate.
And that was Nathan Swadling on Radio 2B ACR with Paul Nassari talking boxing chat.